Welcome to our channel where we dive deep into mysteries, prophecies, and the unknown. If you're fascinated by the extraordinary, the unexplained, and the potential for world-changing events, you're in the right place. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share this video. While it's a small gesture, your support helps spread intriguing insights and sparks engaging conversations among those who are curious about the mysteries of life, history, and prophecy. In the 1980s, Baba Vanga, a blind Bulgarian seer, rose to prominence due to her uncanny ability to predict major world events. Known as the Nostradamus of the Balkans, she made thousands of prophecies, many of which have come true. One of the most intriguing and perhaps unsettling predictions she made was regarding the year 2025. This prophecy has sparked significant debate and raised questions about the future. What if the events of 2025 truly have the power to alter the course of human reality forever? Join us as we explore the chilling details of Baba Vanga's prophecy, including the possibility of a sleep pandemic, an assassination attempt on Vladimir Putin, a potential war in Europe, and a devastating earthquake in the United States. Baba Vanga's predictions have captivated people around the world for decades. She was known to describe her visions as if she were watching someone's life like a movie, seeing everything from birth to death. Her incredible foresight allowed her to warn of events like the Chernobyl disaster and the September 11th attacks long before they happened. While some dismiss her predictions as coincidence or fabrication, others believe that her insights are a warning of impending global shifts that we may not be prepared for. One of the most chilling prophecies attributed to Baba Vanga is the idea of a sleep pandemic. This strange illness, according to her, would spread across the globe and cause people to fall into an inexplicable deep sleep with no clear cause or cure. Victims of this sleep pandemic would fall unconscious for days, weeks, or even longer. The idea alone is unsettling, but the potential consequences of such an event could be even more alarming. Imagine millions of people around the world in a deep, unshakable slumber. What would that do to society? How would families cope with loved ones in an unending sleep? And how would healthcare systems manage such an unprecedented crisis? Some believe this prophecy could relate to the rise of neurological diseases, while others speculate it may be a metaphor for the overwhelming weariness and technological dependence that plague modern life. Either way, the thought of a worldwide sleep pandemic raises serious questions about our readiness to face the unknown. What do you think? Could this strange prophecy come true? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. But that's not all. Baba Vanga is also said to have predicted the assassination of Vladimir Putin. In her visions, she reportedly foresaw an assassination attempt on the Russian president, allegedly orchestrated by someone within his own circle. Given the current political climate in Russia, marked by internal strife and geopolitical tensions, this prophecy has captured the attention of many. Supporters of Baba Vanga point to her track record of accurate predictions, such as her forewarnings about the Kursk submarine disaster and the 9/11 attacks. The idea that Putin, a leader at the center of global politics, could be targeted in such a dramatic way raises significant questions about Russia's future. Could internal conflict and betrayal lead to the assassination of one of the world's most powerful leaders? Or is this just another chilling prophecy tied to Baba Vanga's mysterious legacy? As 2025 approaches, the possibility of this prediction looms larger, leaving many wondering if this moment of history will be a turning point. Another of Baba Vanga's prophecies involves a major war in Europe. She predicted that tensions would escalate to the point of a devastating conflict, one that could alter the continent's future forever. The ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine has only intensified concerns about this particular prediction, with some fearing that the conflict could spread beyond its current borders. Could the geopolitical instability of today lead to a broader, more destructive war in Europe? Baba Vanga's predictions have often seemed to align with current events, and the thought of a large-scale war in Europe in 2025 has many people worried. Could this be the prophecy that ushers in a new era of international conflict? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Finally, Baba Vanga also warned of a massive earthquake in the United States. While the exact timing and location of this disaster remain unclear, her followers point to rising seismic activity in the country as a possible sign that her prediction could soon come true. Known for her accurate foretelling of disasters like the Chernobyl meltdown, Baba Vanga's warning about a powerful earthquake has generated considerable concern. With well-known fault lines like the San Andreas Fault in California, it's not hard to imagine how a major earthquake could strike the U.S. The potential for widespread damage and loss of life is real, especially given the country's vulnerability to natural disasters. Could an earthquake be the next big event on the horizon as predicted by Baba Vanga? Only time will tell. Baba Vanga's fascinating prediction about messages from space also raises the possibility that, as early as 2025, humanity may receive signals from extraterrestrial life. This discovery has the potential to drastically change how we think about life beyond Earth. This prediction is especially fascinating because of how detailed it is. It is anticipated that these communications will occur during major international events like Wimbledon or the Super Bowl. Some view this as a positive sign of a universal connection, while others worry about the unidentified intentions of these communications. Her more general vision of a future in which humanity faces both revolutionary technological breakthroughs and grave challenges is consistent with this prediction. We might be close to making contact with extraterrestrial civilizations, according to Vanga. Both excitement and fear about our place in the cosmos are evoked by the possibility of receiving messages from space. Are we really about to find sentient life on other planets? Baba Vanga believes that these celestial events have the potential to bring about a period of profound change for humanity. Are we ready for whatever the universe might bring us? Her observations force us to consider the mysteries that lie ahead, which are beyond our current understanding. We are left to wonder whether this incident will bring about unexpected challenges or change how humanity perceives its place in the universe. The truth about this fascinating prophecy will only become clear with time. Be prepared for her next prediction, which is even more shocking: terrorist attacks in Europe, if you find this difficult to believe. The blind mystic warned of coordinated attacks on major cities that could cause widespread fear and chaos. She claimed that these moves could drastically change the political and social climate in Europe, leading to stricter security measures and strained relations with other countries. Her prediction has frightening plausibility in light of the current state of world turmoil. Attacks recently took place soon after a fugitive connected to the November Paris attacks, which killed 130 people, was apprehended. Even though Europe has faced similar dangers before, Baba Vanga's prediction portends something much bigger, more destructive, and possibly unheard of. These dire claims are given significant credence by her track record of correctly forecasting significant world events. The lack of specific information in this prophecy, which cities are in danger, is what makes it so unsettling. Who might be behind these assaults? As we look to 2025 in the hopes of finding clarity, the absence of answers feeds a generalized sense of anxiety. The threat of an unexplained tsunami looms large as we turn to Asia. Baba Vanga's forecast of a spectacular tsunami in 2025 has sparked curiosity and fear. She sees a natural catastrophe of unprecedented magnitude affecting coastal regions, which she describes as mysterious because it may be independent of common triggers such as earthquakes or volcanic eruptions. Instead, it might be the result of an unanticipated or unknown force, which would be confusing to scientists. According to Vanga's predictions, the tsunami could destroy entire cities, forcing millions of people to relocate and igniting an unthinkable humanitarian crisis. The aftermath of this disaster may cause nations throughout Asia to struggle, which could change the geography and economy of the region. This tsunami may rank among the most startling and mysterious calamities in history if Vanga's prophecy comes to pass. Are we ready for this kind of thing? The world has been fascinated by Baba Vanga's prophecy about a dragon that is about to take over. According to her predictions, a powerful force, represented by a dragon, will rise to power in 2025. Given China's cultural associations with dragons, many people see this dragon as a symbol of an important Eastern country. Some speculate that it might represent a new global superpower or a force that is emerging and challenging the dynamics of the world today. This prophecy's connection to biblical imagery in the Book of Revelation gives it an intriguing depth. A dragon is a symbol of a powerful force that can have an impact on the entire world and is frequently associated with both fear and reverence. Could this be a modern-day version of that old book? Proponents of Vanga's prophecy contend that her predictions are coming true as China's influence grows in trade, technology, and geopolitics. On the other hand, doubters suggest that her dragon could be a symbol of a more mysterious force. Many people are watching closely to see if this prophecy comes true as 2025 approaches. According to the blind mystic, the world will end in 2025. It appears that after losing her sight, her other senses become more acute, enabling her to pick up on clues and messages about the future, especially those pertaining to conflict and power dynamics. This prediction's resonance with the mysterious circumstances surrounding the deaths of notable leaders throughout history is what makes it so fascinating. What does this youthful leader have ahead of him? Will this powerful prophecy come to pass? Or is Naval's fate, as Vanga implied, predestined by forces outside of his control? As the world watches closely, this makes us wonder about the deeper meanings of what she said. People are clearly curious as to whether this prophecy is a sign of an inevitable reality or just an ominous look at what politics might look like in the future. 10th, the financial crisis. Baba Vanga's prediction of a financial downturn in 2025 is both frightening and fascinating, raising the possibility of an economic crisis. She envisioned a collapse that would cause chaos and widespread poverty as it rippled through the world economy. Vanga claims that this crisis would significantly disrupt people's daily lives globally, in addition to having an effect on markets and financial institutions. Many are left wondering if her prediction accurately reflects the current state of the world economy in light of rising debt, inflation, and political unrest. Is this coming crisis the result of an unforeseen circumstance, or will it be the tipping point for a financial system that is already at risk? The timing of Vanga's vision is what makes it unsettling. As the financial landscape continues to face increasing challenges, 2025 seems to be a pivotal year for the global economy. Many have concluded that a reckoning might be imminent as a result of her warning. Her prediction has the potential to change the course of history and send nations into a desperate attempt to recover. We genuinely hope that this situation does not materialize. Baba Vanga has also predicted the serious and alarming subject of climate change. She warned that severe weather events would occur worldwide by 2025, leading to disastrous environmental disasters. Millions of people will be displaced as a result of ecosystem disruption brought on by warming temperatures, unpredictable storms, and more flooding. According to Vanga's observations, these changes will force governments to take important action, but it might be too late to prevent catastrophe. Many people are left wondering if her prediction is a dire signal of things to come as global temperatures continue to rise. Is an irreparable environmental collapse really imminent? Vanga's forecast is a sobering reminder that time is running out as world leaders struggle with the effects of climate change. The next several years may be crucial for the future of our world if her claims are accurate. Along with her predictions on climate change, Baba Vanga also envisioned a time when humans would only have access to laboratory-created children and natural births would stop. Even while society might start to adopt this scientific method, especially in light of several promising studies, there are still a lot of obstacles in the way of our complete adoption. Much is yet unclear about the ramifications, disadvantages, and extent of such a change. It might take years, if not longer, to reach universal human agreement, even if consensus were to develop. Consequently, it seems doubtful that this forecast will come to pass very soon. Keep your attention on the screen because you will be engrossed in what is going to happen. Cyber attacks come in at number 9. The realization that our reliance on technology and cyber capabilities has left us exposed and jeopardized our safety is astounding. According to Baba Vanga's forecasts, cyber attacks would significantly increase in 2025. She predicted that hackers will become more proficient and target vital infrastructure, including water treatment plants and electrical networks. These cyber attacks endanger national security by threatening to cause widespread turmoil and unrest. As expected, as attackers hone their tactics, 2025 will see a rise in sophisticated and serious cyber threats. The rise of AI-powered social engineering attacks is among the most concerning trends. Artificial intelligence is being used by cybercriminals to create extremely realistic frauds that are difficult to identify, tricking unwary people into divulging private information or allowing access to their systems. The number of ransomware instances has increased as well, and prominent businesses are routinely the targets of these nefarious schemes. Since prevention is particularly challenging due to the increasing sophistication of these attacks, the situation is urgent. The most terrifying part is that criminals frequently go unnoticed for long stretches of time by using advanced persistent threats, APTs, and zero-day vulnerabilities to carry out their nefarious actions. Consider spending a long period of time under siege unawares. Accepting this fact would be dangerous since you would be vulnerable to these assailants who may attack at any time. The problem is made worse by our complete reliance on Internet of Things technology, which allows these thieves to compromise any device at any time and jeopardize our security. Indeed, we are living in dangerous times. The 8th is unethical surveillance. Predictions suggest that this year will witness a rise in intrusive monitoring, just when we thought cybercrime was at its height. Imagine living in a society where technology is used to examine every behavior and interaction. The notion itself is disconcerting because it implies that privacy is no longer a concern, leaving us open to potential abusers of our data. Because our digital lives are interconnected, it is incredibly simple to conduct immoral surveillance. Devices are now able to collect enormous volumes of personal data without our consent because to technological improvements. This is especially troubling because surveillance operators have mastered the art of using these advancements to their advantage. There are drawbacks to the quick development of surveillance technologies like artificial intelligence, data mining, and facial recognition. Even though these technologies can improve public safety and security, their unethical usage puts our privacy at serious risk and can result in power abuse. For those looking to breach our privacy, our digital footprints offer a wealth of private information. Given that the collection of such data poses a real risk of misuse and leaves no one immune from the grasp of bad actors, this situation constitutes a grave violation of our liberties. Now prepare yourselves for a change in tone. The seventh is the cure for cancer. This leads to a more positive subject, the possible development in cancer therapy. Results from a recent clinical experiment seem encouraging. Prepare yourself, for the medical community is about to make a huge breakthrough that might revolutionize healthcare and give hope to countless people who are up against this powerful foe. Baba Vanga predicted that advances in quantum computing might lead to a breakthrough in cancer treatment by 2025. The potential of quantum computing could completely change our strategy, even though we have made great progress in this area with things like immunotherapy, which enables the immune system to target cancer cells, and targeted therapies, which stop the growth of these cells by implementing particular molecular interventions. Novel approaches are already being made possible by methods like gene therapy and liquid biopsies, which examine circulating tumor DNA for early identification and treatment monitoring. We could get closer to a permanent cure for this terrible illness if we use quantum computing's enormous data processing power to speed up drug discovery, improve treatment plans, and expand our knowledge of cancer biology. But we cannot afford to sit back and do nothing. Severe climate change is number 6. Baba Vanga forecasted major environmental disruptions in 2025, including natural disasters like hurricanes, tornadoes, monsoons, and tsunamis. Even while it's prudent to be skeptical of such forecasts, there is no denying the existence of climate change. Experts agree that human activities like burning fossil fuels and deforestation are causing global warming and its disastrous effects. Warming temperatures cause polar ice to melt, rising sea levels and increasing the likelihood of coastal flooding, which can worsen the destructive power of tsunamis. Moreover, changing weather patterns have the potential to exacerbate storms. Warmer ocean temperatures can support the growth of strong hurricanes and tornadoes that bring with them intense winds and torrential rainfall, resulting in extensive damage and fatalities. A mega tsunami is predicted to hit Asia, according to one particular prophecy. The day of December 26, 2004, will always be etched in our collective memory. One of the most devastating natural catastrophes in history woke the world up on this tragic day. Many people believe it to be the most catastrophic incident since that year. The forecast warned of strong seismic activity along the Pacific Rim, but it did not say where in Asia the disaster would strike. The devastation that follows such major weather occurrences is something we are all too familiar with. We have seen the horrific effects of these occurrences in recent years, and there is no denying their disastrous character. Therefore, even if Baba Vanga's predictions seem unrealistic or exaggerated, they are an important reminder for us to take preventative action to lessen the severity and frequency of severe weather events. Fifth, Alzheimer's disease cure. Regarding health, there is hope for improvements in medicine in the coming year. Baba Vanga not only predicted a cure for cancer, but she also predicted a breakthrough in the battle against Alzheimer's. For medical practitioners looking to discover effective treatments, this persistent ailment has been a significant hurdle. Over 55 million people had dementia in 2020. By 2030, that number is expected to increase to 78 million, and by 2050, it is expected to reach an alarming 139 million. The fact that Alzheimer's disease was the 5th most common cause of death for people 65 and over in 2021 is concerning. Alzheimer's disease, or another kind of dementia, kills 1 in 3 elderly people, which is more than the combined deaths from prostate and breast cancer. Unfortunately, there are no indications that this number will change anytime soon. Patients and their carers bear a heavy financial burden because this sickness can last for many years, sometimes even up to 20 years. For a condition for which there is presently no cure, the average cost can approach $400,000.